Well, hi there, everybody. You're traveling with Jack, and of course, my gorgeous, beautiful, heavenly wife, Pam. And welcome to what some call a boater's paradise, a fisherman's paradise, a wave boarder's paradise, water skier's paradise. It's beautiful. Percy Priest Lake, yeah, that's it, right behind me there, located near Nashville, Tennessee. Now, in the summertime, this place is packed. In the wintertime, not so much. This is the month of March, though, and a perfect day to be out here. This is actually a good day to be doing some boating as well. But we're actually out at Percy Priest Lake to check out, guess what? There's hiking. That's right, hiking opportunities in and around the lake, and they're really, really nice. So be sure and subscribe to our channel and stand by now as we check out one of the many beautiful hiking trails around Percy Priest Lake. Now, one of my favorite trails in the area is the Volunteer Trail, which stretches about 4.5 to 5 miles. The problem is it can get really, really crowded on the weekends, so you might want to consider a weekday visit to the Volunteer Trail around beautiful Percy Priest Lake. Now, as for directions on how to get here, I'm not even going to bother. Put it in your GPS. Just put in Volunteer Trail, Percy Priest Lake, and you should find it. Now, this is a Sunday afternoon, and let me show you what I'm talking about. You can see right there, we've got a sign that says no parking, please park in designated spaces and areas. Some cars have parked outside of the parking area, and it looks like they may have tickets on site. Now, you can see, though, it's a fairly sizable parking area here, and then you'll see the sign there says Volunteer Trail, 5.5 miles to the camp area, day loop trail. It's a really well marked trail too, and I think you'll certainly enjoy it. So what we'll do, we'll take a little stroll along here, head out towards the trail and along the lake, and give you a little update as we continue our look at the Volunteer Trail on Percy Priest Lake in Tennessee. So we've now made our way in, probably maybe a half a mile or so into the woods here on the Volunteer Trail. And it is just a perfect day to be outdoors enjoying this wonderful, wonderful hike. Now, we're in early March, so obviously the trees are still bare of any leaves, but the temperature could not be better. Keep in mind, if you're going to hike this trail in the summertime, it is Tennessee. It's going to be hot and humid. So spring, fall, winter are going to be the best months, but nonetheless, it's just a beautiful, beautiful walk. And today we'll probably do 4.5 or 5 miles. Are a few rules you do need to be aware of if you're making your way along the trail. You are allowed to bring your pets, no problem. You just have to have them on a leash. And you can see up ahead here, we've got a nice looking dog, and he's on his leash with his family there. You guys having a good time today?
We are.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day to be out here. And you will get some views of the lake along the trail, and the deeper we go into this area, I think we're going to get pretty close to the shoreline. Now, they do tell you to stay on the marked trail and don't veer off and get anxious to go down to the lake. There are going to be opportunities for that a little bit later on as we continue our walk. All right, as we continue our walk along the Volunteer Trail, I want to show you, as you get a little deeper into it, you are going to get some nice views of the lake there. You can see it off in the distance there, really not that far away. And then they've got some little nice walking bridges. You're going to be crossing over some creeks that feed into the lake as well. Just an absolutely beautiful area to visit. It's a very family-friendly trail, and while you can do 4 or 5 miles, you could do a shorter distance. And it's not going to be that tough for the kids, though, as well. I've seen a lot of kids on the trail having a great time today. And there you can see no access, not an official trail. That's the reason, again, they encourage you not to go off of the main trail. We'll continue along, though, and I certainly hope you're enjoying this. Let's see what else we can find. As we get a little further along the trail here, you can see some big old rocks along the route here. So that's the reason, too, you want to be careful. Don't want to get tripped up by some of these rocks that are along the trail here, but they do add some nice scenery, do they not? Look at that. And you can see we're pretty close to the lake now, if you can see it through the trees there. That's what's nice, too, about being in here with the leaves still off the trees, is we still get some really great views. Now, once you've gone about, I don't know, half to 3/4 of a mile in on the Volunteer Trail, you're going to come to a decision-making time. It's not a huge decision. What do you say I just turn around? I'll show you what it's all about. You're going to get to a little cross point here, a little Y in the road. Which way shall we go? You can go to the left is the day loop trail, or you can continue on the volunteer trail to the camping loop. I've done both, so what shall we do today? I'm thinking we do the day loop trail. So let's continue on. Again, it's all part of the volunteer trail. Okay, so I've been building up the anticipation of seeing the lake. I know you're saying, well, we've already seen the lake. Well, we're going to get really close to it now again. Again, this is part of the day loop trail. So let me show you what part of the payoff is. We're maybe halfway through this 3.9 mile hike right now. And if we spin the camera around, you can see. Oh yeah. Ha ha. Pretty sweet, huh? What an absolutely gorgeous day. Now, I grew up a boater. Pam and I had boats our entire married life. And I'm going to tell you, I'll be doing some boating on this lake this summer. You can bet on that. But even this time of year would be great as well. Let's see if we can get down to the actual lake shore. You got to be careful. Now, this area is okay to go down to the shoreline. Okay, remember I said stay on the trails and only go down to the shoreline where it's permitted. And this area, from what I could tell, is permitted. So here we go along the shoreline now. Just absolutely gorgeous. Take a look. Middle Tennessee at its finest. Stunning views of Percy Priest Lake. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. Well, we're almost back to the trailhead where we started, and so we'll put a wrap on this particular video of hiking around Percy Priest Lake. We hope you enjoyed it. We ended up doing about 4.1 miles. Elevation gain, I was checking my little hiking app that I have, shows about 285 feet, so not too strenuous at all, but it certainly was a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure and subscribe to our channel. You know what it is, Traveling with Jack and Pam. That's how we stay in business around here. Just hit that subscribe button. Also, if you've never stuck around for the closing credits, I would encourage you to do so, not just for the names, but right after the names, some beautiful photos of my lovely bride Pam and the good times we had out on the road. Of course, we'll continue to have those good times and share them with you right here. Have a great day and a better tomorrow. Bye now.